Hello and welcome back to FE7 Eliwood Hard Mode 0% Growths. This is Chapter 19, The Dragon's Gate. And this is a Seas map with a lot going on. So we've got the boss Darren on the throne. And so ultimately our objective is to take him out and seize the throne with Eliwood. But there's a lot of other stuff that we want to do along the way. There's a couple of chests over here. There's a chest down here. There's a couple of chests over here. Legault shows up here, and we want to recruit him, which we can do with either Eliwood or Lyn. There's a mini-boss here, Cameron, although he's not mandatory to take out, but in practice you're not really going to be able to approach Darren without taking him out. And then there's also a couple of secret shops, one here and one down here, as well as a thief that shows up with the member card so you can access those shops, and he shows up on turn 7. So this is definitely the longest chapter so far in the run. I think the longest turn count I have so far is 7, and that was only because it was the Merlinus Defend chapter. But yeah, this one is definitely going to take longer than that. Because there's so much going on, and I do want to get like a lot of those things. It would be possible to complete the chapter without doing some of those things, and probably do it in maybe 5 or 6 turns. I don't remember the exact count, but I do want the member card because, like, not just for the shops in this chapter in particular. But just in general, like, I think that's worth sticking around to get. And if I'm going to do that, then I might as well use it. And if I'm going to do that, then, you know, well, that'll end up making things take a little longer. But I mean, either way, there's a lot of enemies to get through. You have this, like, narrow path that you can go through. You can also go through this door and then go over here, break this wall, and then come around. But either way, it's still pretty narrow passages. And one of the consequences of that is that the beginning of this chapter is pretty RNG heavy in terms of being able to complete it efficiently. Like, it's very easy to lose a turn because of missing attacks that are, like, you know, have like 85% hit rates and things like that, which is pretty annoying. Anyway, so before I get started, let's talk a little bit about who I'm bringing. Matthew's pretty obvious. We got lots of chests that we want to open. We're bringing Priscilla as our primary healer, but also she has the unlock staff, so that's... Unfortunately, you can only use that to open doors, not chests. But nonetheless, that's going to be pretty useful for Priscilla to kind of open the way into some of these various rooms, and not require Matthew to do it or to, like, get a door key. There is, like, a guy over here with a door key. I think that's the only one on the map, though. But I don't end up getting that door key. That would be way too much trouble. And then obviously we're bringing Marcus. Kent has been promoted. Hooray! And we're bringing him. Dart is getting close to promotion, although we don't have an ocean seal for him, so in practice that's probably not going to happen for a while, but I'm more bringing him because he's pretty good at dealing with the armor knights, of which there are a fair number, than because I specifically need to get him to level 10 right away. The people I am trying to get to level 10 are Fiora and Raven. So Raven won't get there in this chapter, but we'll get pretty close. Fiora, kind of the same thing. She's closer now, but she does less fighting, so they end up, you know, somewhere in level 9. Bringing Canas, he's now the secondary healer, now that he's promoted, so that's great. He's really good. And then Sane is... I mean, if we get him to level 10, that would be nice, but I'm not really counting on that happening. He's more just here for, like, transportation and such. This map, having flight with Florina isn't really that critical. Like, there are some forests here and some more over here, but for the most part, the the Cavaliers do just fine. Insane is certainly a better combat unit than Florina. And then I guess I didn't mention you're forced to bring all 3 of the Lords, which is unfortunate, although I will say they actually put in some work in this chapter. So we'll get to see that soon enough. Anyway, but let's get started. So, first thing I'm going to do is have Priscilla come over here and unlock this door. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So Matthew can go open this chest. We get a Brave Bow, which we have no use for right now, but eventually, perhaps. Next thing we're going to do is Dart is going to try to take out this guy with a hammer and succeed. Every once in a while he fails at that, but there is a contingency plan, which is Hector. So, speaking of Hector, Hector is actually going to come over here with the Wolf Bale and just park himself and take out this guy on enemy phase. So that's him starting to put in some work. Meanwhile, we're going to have Marcus come up here, equip a Javelin, rescue Dart. So he's going to be able to take out this archer on enemy phase. And then Kent is going to come up behind him and just drop Dart 1 space back, just so that he is 1 space further forward, which can be relevant, although it probably won't be, but having Kent have a little bit more reach may be useful. Lynn is going to come up here, and we'll see in a bit where she can actually do some work. Meanwhile, Fiora is going to come over here and rescue Priscilla and bring her over here, and then Eliwood is just going to stay where he is, take her, and drop her. So, from this spot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Priscilla's 1 space too far away to unlock this door next turn, which I want her to do, so that's why I need to move her over. Raven is going to come over here and prepare to go in here. Sane is going to come over here and prepare to rescue Hector next turn. And then Canas is just going to move forward. Alright, so Hector does not take damage, which is nice. Not critical, but it is nice. Marcus didn't take damage either. That's actually surprising and arguably not great, because it means Canas can't get any staff rank this turn. Here's the Galt. I'll talk about him more when we recruit him, but for now, just note that he can be recruited by either Eliwood or Lynn. And that one of the big time pressures here to get everybody up through here is to go recruit him, because what he does is he comes around here, he opens this door, and then he starts going around this way over here. And we want to recruit him before he does that, because if we let him run over here, then we have to get one of the lords like into this corridor to talk to him, and that takes way too long. We don't want to do that. Okay. So now, first thing, Priscilla, I'm gonna unlock this door. And we're gonna send Raven in here to take this guy out. And Raven is just gonna make his way through this central area as the chapter progresses, mostly to get XP, but eventually he is gonna link up with people on the other side. So he doesn't have to go around the long way, which is nice because he's not too fast. Next, we're gonna have Dart once again try to take a guy out with the hammer and succeed. All right, and then here's the exciting part. Here comes Lynn. Yeah, look at that, 1 rounding. And I will say that is one of the attacks that if it fails is a big problem, but it didn't, so be good. Alright, next up, so now we're ready to bait out Cameron here. So he can reach where Lynn is, so we do need to rescue her away or block him by going here, so that you would have to go through the forest. But I want Marcus on the forest, and the reason for that is because if I put Marcus here, then this guy and this guy can't actually reach Marcus because Cameron blocks them from reaching him. Like, he goes here, and then they can't get onto the forest to attack Marcus. Whereas if I put Marcus on the forest, then they actually can reach him. Like, they can go, like, here, here, here. To say nothing of the fact that it increases Marcus's avoid and defense. Anyway, so, with all that in mind, we're gonna have Marcus come up here and take this guy out with a javelin. And then Kent is going to come up here, trade Marcus the Horse Slayer, which we're using to do extra damage to Cameron. And then he's going to rescue Lynn and drop back here. And now we don't have anybody in range of Cameron but Marcus. And then we're going to want to rescue drop Lynn. But actually, before we do that, let's get Hector out of the way. Okay, so... yeah, we want to... let's see, how do we want to do this, actually? Well, while I'm thinking about it... yeah, Sane is gonna rescue Hector, and then run over here. The reason for that is because there are reinforcements that start showing up on these stairs at the end of next turn. So we're going to drop Hector here, and he's just going to block them. Meanwhile, Matthew's going to back around. Oh, right, Elowood. That's the way you do it, is you drop, you can drop Lynn off with Elowood. Right. Okay, so I just need to make sure that I get, like, Canas and Oaks into the right... into the position that I want them to be in. Which... oh wait, no, I don't need it. What am I talking about? I don't need to use Elowood. I don't know. I'm getting confused between the different strategies that I tried out. I definitely want to... I mean, I guess I could use Elowood to drop Lynn. It's just a question of... I basically want Fiora and Canas to be as far forward as possible. And I also want Canas to heal Lynn. That's the thing that makes it complex. So, I think what I'm gonna do... actually, I think what I'm gonna do is just not heal Lynn. I think that's probably the best play. So we're gonna just take Lynn, we're gonna drop her here. Vera's gonna sit tight. And Canas is actually just gonna stand here. Even though he could take this guy out by moving over one and attacking, I want him further forward. Because when these guys all run in, it gets to be a bit of a mess trying to take everybody out, and I just want as many options as possible for how to attack those enemies. Alright, meanwhile, Elowood is actually gonna go over here and follow Raven. Unfortunately, Marcus doesn't one round with the Horse Slayer, but he does do a lot of damage to him. And yeah, that's the other downside of the Horse Slayers. He doesn't finish that guy off. Wait, what? The enemies actually move differently than I've seen them do. I wonder why. Must be my units are in slightly different positions. Normally this guy moves to here, which means this guy moves to here. Not this time. Not this time. Well, okay. As I recall, yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Canas is capable of one-rounding that guy. So I think what we want to do... is... so somebody hit this guy with a ranged attack, which makes room for Canas to run around this guy, and then we have some space to work with for taking out Cameron. So I'm actually just going to start with this. And I just realized I should have healed Canas with Priscilla. Oh, I can heal Lyn. Okay, so it's fine. Yep, it's all fine. While I'm thinking about it, Sane drops Hector off and then comes back around this way. Raven is going to come up here. I want to check this guy's speed. He has 9 speed. Okay, that's good. That means Raven will double him. We still want to equip the Killing Edge, because he won't kill him with the Iron Sword, and the Steel Sword will slow him down. But it's good to know that he will be doubling, and we'll probably just one-round him. Okay, so our options are to have either Dart or Fiora throw a ranged weapon at this guy, and then the other one contributes to taking down Cameron. Kent is probably going to put the first attack on like that. I think that plus Fiora is enough to kill. So probably we want to have Dart be the one to do this. And that brings Marcus to go deal with, or start dealing with these guys. And so I need to look at, okay, this guy is not going to be able to shoot Fiora, so that's good. So we really most care about taking out this guy. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, so he's not going to die unless we use the Silver Sword of the Horse Slayer, which means we're not counterattacking this guy, but we are counterattacking the other two, so that's probably fine. So let's just use the Horse Slayer, I guess. We'll be able to deal with one enemy next turn, that shouldn't be a problem. Alright, so we'll have Kent attack from here, get some extra defense. I don't think this... yeah, these guys will be able to reach our other units here. I don't think this works yet. It's actually been... so this is actually fantastic. I've actually not been able to set Fiora up for that kill very often. So now she might actually reach her promotion this chapter, although I didn't load her up with the promotion item because, on the assumption that she wouldn't be able to do that. I just want to count out. So next turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. So next turn, Priscilla will be able to unlock that room. So that's good. And Matthew is just going to follow behind. Okay, well, we don't one round if we miss. Alright, we left a killer around, that's fine. Oh, right, that'll happen. Okay, so... a little unfortunate here. Can Ellawood take out this guy? No. See, if Raven had finished this guy off, then he could hit this guy and then Ellawood could occupy that spot. That's the plan. Unfortunately, Raven done goofed, as it were. So we're gonna have to... let's see. If we do that, Raven should be okay against this guy-ish. I think that's what we gotta do. I mean, we could go Killing Edge in the hopes that we don't take the damage. I guess we'll do that. Yeah. Oh! Well, alright, that works. And then I don't think there's any point in having Ellawood attack here. Well, I mean, I guess he might crit, but even if he did, Does that really have any value? I guess this guy, he might attack Eliwood. That would be the reason to do it. Alright, fine. Unfortunate that Raven missed. Meanwhile, we're gonna send Sane up through here as well. Because he'll get to where he needs to go faster that way. Excuse me. Okay. So now we need to do a couple things. So Legault, as I said, is going to open this door, and we want Marcus standing here to greet these two guys when they come through. The other thing that we want to do is get Lyn into position to talk to Legault. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, she's 1 square short, he'll be here, so we do need to rescue drop her just a bit. But we also need to take this guy out. So unfortunately, he did occupy the woods, which means dislodging him is going to be a bit tricky. We might actually try using Lyn to do that. Yeah, I mean, even if she doesn't finish, she can still set the kill up. Hopefully for Fiora, I think that'd be the easiest, option. Alright, Marcus. I guess you could just use the silver sword, although I'd kind of rather not. We use the javelin. Well, while I'm thinking about that, I'm going to go ahead and have Dart rescue Lyn, and then Kent. Oh, this. No, I want to take this guy out first before I move Kent. I'll move Kent as far as possible. So, do we go Javelin? Hand axe is a terrible idea. Yeah, let's go Javelin. Leave the healer alive because the healer doesn't actually do anything at this point. We will take her out, but it's not a priority. Alright, so we're gonna take Lyn, drop her off. And we're gonna move on through. Alright, Priscilla is going to unlock. Actually, there's no reason not to move her all the way up here. And then Canas is going to come through here and take out this guy. And then this guy subsequently to open the way for Matthew to get those chests. Hector is just parked here to block the archers that would be showing up. Alright, kill for Eliwood. Not really what I wanted, but so it goes. Bill opens the door for us very kindly. Marcus is really taking a lot of damage, so I want to heal him. Gonna kind of need him. Unsurprisingly. Okay, so I'm pretty sure Canas survives around with this guy. Yeah, so what we're actually going to do with Canas is have him break this wall. And then we'll let this guy attack him. And the reason for that is because the secret shop is over here, and we ultimately need this thing broken down if we're going to get to the secret shop. Oh, well, I should say one of the secret shops is over here. There's two. But this is the one I care about visiting. So, it's got physics staves. I want physics staves. Anyway, now we... Oh, right. We need to have Lyn go talk to Legault. Alright, and let's just move him over here and then talk a bit about Legault. So, we got a new thief. He's level 12, which means he could promote if we had a promotion item for him, which we don't. But look how much better he is than Matthew. He's got, let's see if I can Yeah, okay, here we go. He's got 8 more HP, 4 more strength, 7 more skill, 4 more speed, 8 more luck, 5 more defense, 3 more res, and 2 more constitution. So, yeah, he's just way, way better. Now, obviously, from a, like, sort of general thief utility standpoint, in a way, a lot of that doesn't matter because, you know, you just run around and, like, open stuff and you don't really care about your combat. However, in practice, having a thief that can actually fight is definitely useful, and it's even going to come up just in the next couple of turns. So that is great. Very exciting. And definitely, like, if I have to deploy one thief, it's, I mean, obviously going to be Legault over Matthew. Yeah, I mean, he's actually, as, like, by way of comparison, if you compare him to Raven, right, he's got the same weapon type as Raven, he's got the same strength, more speed, more constitution, more defense and resistance and HP, a lot more luck, more move. It's like, I mean, he's legitimately good. It's just that it takes a long time until he can actually promote. That's the biggest issue. Whereas Raven, as soon as he hits level 10, will have the ability to promote because I've got a hero crest. Anyway, so now I need to rescue Lynn so she doesn't get bopped by this guy. Although, I mean, she wouldn't die, but still. And then I need to start shifting my units down here because the member card guy is going to show up over here, and I want to get to him when he shows up. So, Dart, I think, can't... Oh, he actually can. Okay, that's good. Awesome. Thank you, Dart. As I say, I didn't think he could... Oh, I had not noticed somehow that he was already level 10. Okay, well, whatever. So yeah. It's good that he one-rounded, because now we don't need to spend anybody else's time, like, taking that enemy out, just to make sure that she doesn't, like, get in anybody's way. And that means we can beeline everybody else to the right. I just need to figure out how exactly I want to do that. So there's a guy down here, Bo. Actually, let's look at what's going on here before we get too much into that. So, fortunately, Raven does not double this guy. So we are gonna probably have to have Eliwood use a Vulnerary. Actually, we don't. Interesting. How much damage does he do to the wall? Not a lot. Okay. Alright, actually, I'm gonna come back to that one. Sane's almost ready to contribute, so that's good. But yeah, we want to basically bait this guy out this turn. I think... Let's see, Marcus... Here... Yeah, I think what we're gonna do... Oh, no, that doesn't work because I need to heal Marcus. Yeah, what I wanted to do was rescue Lynn with Marcus. And then, like, have him go all the way over here. Have Kent take Lynn, and then Fiora take her and drop her back here out of range. Although it's not really that important that she's out of range. But what is important is how far everybody can move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what we could do... I mean, Fiora being a little bit further behind isn't a huge problem. So what we could do is have Fiora do the rescue. And then... Oh, but Kent needs to move first. That's the problem. Yeah, I just can't move Marcus as far as I want. I think that's what it comes down to. That's probably actually okay. Because, you know what, actually, what I should do is calculate. So this guy does 13 damage. Yeah, Marcus only takes 3. So I actually don't have to heal Marcus this turn. I should look at whether anybody else needs healing, though. Actually, just Canas, of the people that Priscilla can get to. Which means I probably do want to heal him this turn so I don't get overloaded. Alright. The other option, depending on where Fiora goes exactly, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like if Fiora goes here or here, Dart can actually drop Lyn next turn. Dart's pretty much done. I mean, he's gonna fight these two guys, but he doesn't. It's not like he doesn't need to do it urgently. So what we can do is just not bother to use either of these two to rescue drop Lyn at all. In which case, what I can do is I can move Kent here, give him a Javelin, move Priscilla here, heal Marcus. And that way, this turn I can do the thing that I wanted to do with Marcus, which is take out that Armor Knight that's across the wall. Which makes things easier for Legault eventually when he comes through here and opens these chests. And then Fiora and rescue Lyn. Okay. And this guy will go for Kent or Marcus, which is fine. This guy won't, which is a little unfortunate. I would ideally like to have baited him out as well. But in order to do that, I've had to rescue drop. Like, have one of these units rescue drop, so, yeah. It's fine. Alright, so we do want to work on getting this thing open. The problem is that Eliwood is not very good at that. So I think... Well, and we don't want this guy to shoot Raven, really. So I think we probably just... Probably just don't work on that this turn. Probably have Raven attack. Hope for a crit. Yeah. Unfortunately, Eliwood's not strong enough to finish. So I will have him use a Vulnerary. I guess I should have left this guy a path to attack Sane, but it's not like he's going to anyway. Alright, so Hector continues to sit on here and not allow archers to show up. Although, soon enough, there will be Pegasus Knights down there, but he won't need to block that thing anymore because they'll be done. Oh, he went after Raven. Interesting. Well, I'm not sad about that. Okay, so here's the first of the two thief reinforcements. This is not the one with the member card. Yeah, so we're gonna have Matthew go ahead and open this chest. Canas is gonna waste one more turn over here to get this thing open because Matthew only does 9 damage. Actually, wait a minute. You know what? Never mind. I take it back. I don't know why I didn't do that. This didn't occur to me when I was doing my test runs, but 9 damage twice is... There will be time. Matthew, you can finish opening that thing up. Okay, so... we can actually just immediately take this guy out with Marcus, and I probably will do that, but I want to figure out what else I'm doing first. Let's see, this guy... We want to... Is he double it? No, okay. Yeah, so we want to have the hammer equipped, and then we want to take and drop Lyn. At this guy's range. Probably just gonna heal Kent this turn with Priscilla. Oh, I think Raven can't safely... Let's see. Attack this guy. Yeah, he gets one shot. So either we do it with Sane, which actually looks pretty good. Okay. Or possibly Eliwood? That might actually make more sense, to be honest. Because Eliwood is so bad at breaking this thing open. Come back to that. So... Oh, right. Let's show off Legault. Oh, never mind. Well, he would have run around at the guy at full health, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, easy. Though, now that he's... Now I'm wondering whether that's actually what I want to do, given that he's not at full health. I might want to give the kill to Fiora instead. Am I blocking Legault if I do that? I actually am? Okay, well, I can just attack from here, I guess. And there we are, level 10. Alright, alright, alright. Raven's level 9, so we're making progress. No one could deny it. Alright, so now down here we have these guys all have hand axes. And then we've got a bunch of bows. This guy actually has a killer bow, which can be a little scary. The good news is Kent can actually tank that from full health. Yeah, let's go ahead and heal Kent. We could actually have Legault help open the door here. I think that would make sense. I've normally used him to take out this guy who attacked Kent, but circumstances change. Okay, he actually one-rounds this guy even though he's got weapon triangle disadvantage, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hit that guy. And I think what we want to do, let's see. We want to be able to get this thing open next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Legault is actually one space too far away to steal from the guy next turn, which is unfortunate, but yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Alright, we're gonna use Elowood to take out this guy. That much seems desirable. I actually wouldn't mind if one of those guys came around and attacked well, maybe I would, depending on how much damage he takes. Yeah, never mind. Okay, Elowood, stay back here. Use the Iron Sword. Nope. Okay. Nice! Let's go, Elowood. That looked good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could actually rescue drop Legault one space over if we wanted to, after opening this thing up with Raven. I think we want to do that. This guy attack that spot? No, so we want to put up a lance. Alright, Kent, you want to have the sword equipped. Oh, I guess if we're just going to block, that didn't really matter. Okay, but that is what we're going to do. Alright. Oh, just Hector? Okay. For some reason... Oh, that's the guy with the sword. Never mind. I was going to say, for some reason they're going after Marcus rather than Kent. And that guy did it because he was blocked. Lol, nub. This is actually great. This is fantastic. Oh, he's blocking the other guy. Yes. Yes! Oh man, this is going super well. That was outstanding. Oh, my javelin broke. Wow, okay. That's actually pretty annoying. Yeah. Well, okay, so now we gotta get this thing open without using Legault. Which shouldn't be too hard. And alright, well, thinking about that. Dart, finish off these guys. I guess I could have had Canas do that, come to think of it. Maybe we can set up somebody for him to heal. Probably not. Probably not. But we can definitely do that. I think Kent will double them now that they've got their hand axes equipped. Yeah. So that's good, and we're pretty safe. Pretty safe to just do this. And then have probably Fiora and Sane open this thing up. Let's see, how far is that guy's range? Okay, so... Fiora, how much do you do with a Javelin? 14. Alright, so we need a little bit more damage from Sane than the Iron Sword, so I guess he'll have to have Weapon Triangle disadvantage against that guy. Oh well. Alright, give me my member card. So... now what we need to do... okay, so I did mention there is a secret shop down here. It's got killer weapons, as well as... I forget exactly what. Lockpick, chest key, and elixir. So I don't really think I need any of that. I wouldn't mind having killer weapons, but the time it will take for me to get all that stuff is, I think, not worth actually doing it, so I'm not going to. Let's see. Elwood, how do you do... Yeah, and I guess to finish that thought, part of the reason for that is because there are like regular shops where you can get killer weapons later in the game. There are killer weapon drops. Like, it's not as big of a deal being able to get those at this point, I think, especially because in general, like, killer weapons are good, don't get me wrong, but they're not like reliable. I mean, they are generally just like better than steel weapons and iron weapons just because of their might and weight ratio, their might to weight ratio, I guess. But like, I don't think like I'm so like desperate for it that I actually need to get it. So anyway, all right. So I want to heal Raven. That's one thing I do for sure. Does he double this guy? He does. So we could just go in for the crit now and then heal him after that, maybe? Can Priscilla get there? Yes, she can. Okay. Let's just do that then. And then we're gonna go ahead and stop up any remaining reinforcements with Eliwood. That was the plan all along. Obviously, it took a long time to come to fruition, but what can you do? Okay, so it is... I do wish Marcus had not lost his Javelin, because his odds of killing that guy are a lot lower. Oh, and Lyn is going to come down here and switch places with Eliwood, so that he isn't stuck here. We want to trade the member card away, for sure. It's just a question of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, we could actually send Marcus up this way, but no, that doesn't make sense. That's a terrible idea. Yeah, I think we're just gonna let this guy go. We can steal the stuff in his wake just fine, instead of sniping him. So, let's, get that thing. Head on up. Alright, Canas. Just come into the middle, I guess. Hector, wait one more turn for the Pegasus Knights to show up. I'm pretty sure they're going to show up this turn. That's the guy with the killer bow. Actually, I guess the other thing we could potentially do is have Legault just kill this guy. Or steal his chest key. Excuse me. Well, if we're gonna do that, we just have to figure out what we're gonna do about this guy. Because Legault doesn't really want to get hit by him again, although he won't die, so I guess... Yeah, I mean, I guess that's fine. Actually, if we attack him, and then he uses the chest key, then we attack him again, he'll drop the item anyway, so let's just do that. Or we could finish him off. We got options. We definitely have options. Okay, so Kent, do you double this guy? You do. What about Fiora? More reliably. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Alright. Sane doesn't one-round that guy. Does Kent? Not quite. We could... Well, thinking about that, we want to get Marcus moving over here, but we want another mounted unit to go with him, because we don't want to send Marcus to the secret shop. We want to send Marcus to the boss. I think... I think Sane is far enough ahead of Kent right now that we want to send Sane. So let's do that. Have a longsword, I guess. So then, yeah, this guy, I mean, he won't kill Fiora if I just leave him alone. It's too bad Raven's not in range. We could actually have Lyn come kill him, probably. No, not quite. But if that... Well, wait, Fiora's already level 10, right? Okay, yeah, we don't actually care about getting her kills. We really just care about getting Raven kills. So... Alright, let's do this. Let's just block this guy, but not actually attack him. Well, actually, his hit rate's pretty low. Now we'll attack him. Okay, and then... we're gonna... that... Okay, sure. Take the kill. That's fine. Oh, Marcus could use healing. Okay, let's do that then. Oh, wait, we were supposed to send Lyn to block the... Okay, whatever. It's fine. We'll use Raven. Oh, sorry, we're supposed to send Lyn to block the thing. We'll use Raven. This guy will not kill Lyn, so that's fine. Priscilla, how far can you get? Marcus, how far can you get? Farther than Priscilla can get. Okay, so we're gonna have Priscilla heal Marcus. Marcus, come on up here. And then we're gonna trade Marcus the hammer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so you can angle with Darren next turn. And Canas I guess, is going to come over this way a little bit so that Priscilla can heal him. Next turn, Matthew needs to start chipping this thing down. And, oh, right, here are the Pegasi. So there's one with a Slim Lance and one with a Steel Lance. Hector one-rounds the Steel Lance one, so we're going to attack the one with the Slim Lance. We finish them both off on enemy phase. If we're lucky, he won't get hit by the Steel Lance. Yeah, look at how much work Lynn and Hector put in. Amazing. Hector stood durably on that spot for a long time. And then, also is now going to fight these guys and took out an Armor Knight. And Lynn has gotten some kills. I was going to say Eliwood didn't do his job, but that's actually not true. It's Raven that didn't do his job, so... Okay, so now we can get that Guiding Ring by killing this guy, so we're going to do that. Or we could steal from him, I guess. Doesn't matter, though. Well, it's more reliable. Okay. And... I guess we're gonna have Lynn go in there just in case we can find a way to get some more XP with Raven, though realistically that's not gonna happen. Priscilla, come up here and heal Canas. And we'll have Canas heal Eliwood for some XP. Well, more like staff rank. And Marcus is gonna go fight the boss. And luckily, he just barely doesn't die to 2 hits. It's great. We can really attack him and hope to finish on enemy phase. So Sane wants to continue on this way. Let's see. I don't think it really matters whether we do rescue drop stuff with Eliwood, because by the time Sane gets to the secret shop, Darren should be dead, so like Eliwood has time to get where he needs to go. So you're already level 10. What can we do with the rest of you? I guess we can get off the tile here with Raven and see if there are any more reinforcements that spawn. I'll just bring everybody else into the middle. And... oh, yeah, Hector needs to... well, yeah, he basically needs to heal. So, do that. Technically, he could stand still and be at very little risk of dying. Only that 3% crit on the 1 damage attack. But, whatever. Dart... yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter what you do. Maybe you can somehow help Sane get to the thing faster. And by that, I mean you definitely can't. Alright, Darren is down. Excellent. Yeah, I should have tried harder to set up, like, my ferrying of the member card over to the secret shop, but I kind of need all my units for combat. Like, there's just a lot of enemies to deal with. Anyway... let's see. He's gonna go there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We put Matthew there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that should work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think any of these guys have ranged weapons. No. So we can get to the secret shop next turn. Which I guess actually is as fast as Eloyd can seize anyway, as it turns out. Alright, in theory... probably shuttle Raven over... I just realized, I don't know whether I used the chest key that I stole or the lockpick. Did I steal the chest key? No, I didn't steal the chest key. I don't think there's any way we get to those Armor Knights in time. It'd be nice if we did. I just don't see how we could do it. I guess there's no harm in trying. I say that and I realize that I'm literally seasoning next turn, so whatever. Alright, you're injured. Is that it? Marcus is injured. Yeah, okay, so we got 2 heals. So here's what we should do. Maybe Canas doesn't full heal Marcus and we can get another heal next turn. Yeah, there you go. To be honest, I don't know which heal to prioritize between like which staff rank I want to prioritize. Like it's probably got to be Priscilla. She's not promoted yet. She's pretty close to A. I mean, it would be nice if he could use Mend, but he's pretty far away from that. Yeah, probably it's Priscilla. Probably. Alright, I guess we're done. This turn. Alright, so we'll trade the member card for the Lunatome? I don't know. Then enter the secret shop. Sell the blue gem. And so I don't care about these blades. I do want 2 physics staves. I think I'm actually going to get another unlock. I was thinking about this. I don't know. I mean, I could just get a 3rd physics staff, although then I really don't have any money. Yeah, I'm not sure whether getting another unlock is worth it. Like, I only used a couple charges on it this chapter. It's like, it's a nice staff, although Canas can't get it, or can't use it yet. I don't know if there's enough doors left in the game to, like, fully use up the unlock staff that I have. I think it's probably a close call, so I probably shouldn't. It would just be nice to have a second one, like, so that they can both get the XP from it and you can go 2 different directions, but I mean, you've always got the thieves that can unlock the doors too, so it's not like a huge deal. So I think I'm gonna just not. But maybe I should. Maybe I will regret this forevermore. Who can really say? Alright, who? Oh, right. Alright, so what turn are we on? 11. Wah. Turn 11. Yeah, that's a lot of turns. That's a lot of turns. I mean, having to shuttle the member card all the way from here, or not there, but here over to here is a lot of work, especially when you don't have your units in position to do it because you're busy fighting enemies, but oh well. He was mad. I wouldn't say I'm mad about it. I just figured that I probably could have come up with something a little better, you know, if I'd played the chapter like 20 more times or something. But you know, it's like diminishing returns on my investment. But that's one of the things about the longer chapters is, like, the longer they are, the more that it's difficult to, like, tread a consistent path, and then so you end up playing it a whole bunch of times where, like, you know, one thing goes wrong towards the beginning, and then a different thing goes wrong towards the beginning, and then 5 plays later you finally get towards the end, and you're like, okay, well, who knows how long it would take to, you know, do that again if I wanted to try something completely different, so... Anyway, blah, blah, blah. That will do it for this episode. Next episode will be Chapter 20. Thanks for watching, and until then.